The world-famous Louvre Museum in Paris has closed after a robbery. Authorities said experienced thieves used a crane and power tools to break in, taking just a few minutes to smash display cases and flee with priceless jewels. The heist took place half an hour after the museum had opened its doors to the public on Sunday. Visitors were evacuated. Police are still searching for the suspects. No injuries have been reported. And we're now joined by Rosalie Engels from DW Culture. Rosalie, what a heist. How could such a bold robbery just happen in broad daylight despite this tight security?
Yeah, so it seems the robbers actually took advantage of a construction site that was happening in this area to access the building quickly and quietly. While we don't really know the exact security protocol of a museum like the Louvre for security reasons, it is, of course, likely that they would have things such as motion detectors, surveillance cameras, reinforced glass around the objects, and also guards to guard the pieces, especially with these very high-value objects.
Yeah, you would think they would.
However, as with anything, there can always be weak spots, and especially when there are sort of temporary changes, such as renovations or constructions, that makes those things especially vulnerable. And then there's also been reports of understaffing in the security guard realm, so that's never good and creates further vulnerabilities.
Definitely not a good idea. Now, tell us more about the jewels. They were from the Napoleon and Empress Eugenie collection. That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, so we don't have an official statement yet of what exactly has been stolen, but we know that it is 9 pieces from this jewelry collection. And there are some reports that they include a very valuable necklace, a brooch, and perhaps an emerald crown, which was later found discarded outside this museum. This has not been confirmed by the Louvre, but these are some reports that are going around. Other significant pieces housed in this Apollo gallery is a 140-carat huge diamond, which would also be another likely target.
How much? 150?
140 carats. It's huge, and so that could also be a potential target for the robbers. And it's basically impossible to estimate the monetary value of these pieces. But of course, the cultural significance is immeasurable, and this is a huge loss to the Louvre and the French state.
I mean, I can imagine that a diamond this big, it's not easy to sell, is it? Or these other pieces. Who buys them?
Yeah, so at this point, we don't know who's behind the robbery. We don't know whether it was commissioned or any of those details, so it is hard to say. But what we do know that in general with these black market pieces, it's incredibly difficult to sell because they're instantly recognizable, they're well documented and very unique. So those kinds of things, you can't really sell them well in an official auction or even on the black market. So what is more likely is that they are probably going to be hidden away in some private collector's private collection and might never see the daylight again. Again, this is just speculation, but maybe there's even some collector behind this who commissioned this robbery. And then another option would be to break those pieces down. If it's a crown, you can take out the diamonds, you can sort of take out the gold.
That's vandalism.
Yeah, and this is something we have actually seen previously, for example, in 2017 with the huge gold coin that was taken out of a Berlin museum.
Yes, that was, I remember that.
And then it's believed to have been melted down and sold for just the material value. So perhaps this is something we will see here. But of course, this would mean that the historical value of those pieces will be lost forever.
And which would be a great shame. Thank you very much, Rosalie Engels from DW Culture.